Yes, good morning, students. In the previous class, we have discussed about the V model, and before that, waterfall model. All these are the different types of models that are used for developing a software project, right? In today's class, we have discussed about the prototyping model. Before discussing the prototyping model, what do you mean by a prototype? The prototype is nothing but it is a rough one. The prototype model is nothing but a rough model, right? That is called as a prototype. The prototype model is a model in which the prototype is developed prior to the actual software. The customer is asking to develop a software and is also asked that how that software looks like. So in order to satisfy the customer, in order to identify the requirements of the customer, the company will show some model, some rough model. That rough model itself is called as prototype model, right? This prototype model, that rough model is not exactly the actual software. There is no way concerned with the original software. It is just a rough one which shows to the user for better understanding about the particular software. After seeing the prototype, the customer is analyzed and he is able to give the exact information, exact requirements, what he wants. For that purpose, to understand about that particular software, the companies will give some rough models to the clients, the customers. That rough model is called as prototype model, right? The prototype model is a model in which the prototype is developed prior to the actual software. Prior to the actual software, original software, okay, the company will develop the prototype model, that is rough model. This prototyping model starts with the requirements gathering. This prototyping model will start with the requirements gathering. From whom? From the customer. The developer and the user meet and define the purpose of the software and identify the needs, etc. by using this prototype model. Once the customer see the prototype model, then he is uh, getting some idea about that particular software. Then he analyzes himself and he is clear, he is able to give the clear requirements to the customer. So the developer and the user, the customer, meet and discuss and define the purpose of the software and identify all the needs and requirements for the software, etc. That is called as prototype model. Software prototypes are built prior to the actual software. Already we discussed these prototypes are built prior to the original software to get valuable feedback from the customer, right? Feedback in the sense, the feedback means the understanding, the willingness of the customer, right? The feedbacks are implemented and the prototype is again reviewed by the customer for any change. Once the feedbacks are implemented, completed, then this prototype is again reviewed. Reviewed means analyzed, discussed by the customer for any changes, right? If any changes are there from the customer side, again we have to note down all those changes. This process goes on until the model is accepted by the customer. This is the running process. At any stage, the customer is asking for some changes, right? So that it is a running process until the model, the software model that are developed is accepted by the customer, right? See, this is the diagram. First, step, we are gathering the requirements of the customer. That is the important task. If we know the clear requirements of the customer, then only we will design those requirements. Based upon the design, we will develop the prototype. After that, this prototype will show to the customer for evaluation, and after that, by seeing the prototype, the customer will refine the requirements, right? After that, based upon the refined requirements given by the customer, we will develop the final product. This is how what happening in the prototyping mode. The types of prototyping. Prototyping can be classified into two types. There are throwaway prototyping and evolutionary prototyping. These are the two different types of prototyping. The first one, that is throwaway prototyping. In this type, several prototypes are developed to understand the requirements of the customer. In throwaway prototyping, the developers will develop different types of prototypes, that is rough models, to understand the clear requirements of the customer. And once the requirements are clear, these prototypes are thrown away and the final system is developed using the other process models. Here these throwaway prototypes are the purely rough prototypes which are used for gathering the clear requirements and understanding the requirements of the customer. Once after understanding all the requirements in a clear way, these prototypes are not at all useful for the developers, just they will throw away. And then the final system is developed by using other process models. That's why we can call it as the throwaway prototype. And next one is evolutionary prototyping. In evolutionary prototyping, initially the prototype is developed by incorporating the specifications that well understood, and then developers proceed further to understand the unclear specifications. The second way of prototyping is called evolutionary prototyping. Here, initially, the prototype, the model is developed by incorporating all the clear requirement specifications that are clearly understood by the developers. They will develop the prototype by incorporating all the clear understanding specifications only. And then the developer proceed further to understand the unclear specifications. That means the developer who understands the requirements clearly with those understandable clear specifications, they are developing the prototype. After that, to proceed further, they will go for understanding the unclear specifications. If not understand, once again they will meet the customer and get the clarity from the customer clearly, and then they are also incorporating these unclear specifications for developing the prototypes. This is called as evolutionary prototyping, right? Advantages of prototyping model. Here the reduced time. The time saves a lot in prototyping model. Why the time saves? Because at the starting itself, the developer will show some rough model to the customer. Based upon the model, the customer can get some idea, so that they are able to give the customer requirements very clearly and very fastly, so that once the customer requirements is gathered, based upon the requirements, the developer will develop the project fastly. That's why it will reduce the time and cost also. But this can be a disadvantage if the developers loses time in developing the prototypes. But there is a problem here also. Here the developer will spend more time for developing the prototype, that is the rough models, in order to show the customers, to gather the clear requirements from the customer. So this is also one type of disadvantage. Improved and increased user involvement, right? Next we will discuss about disadvantages. Insufficient analysis, user confusion of prototype and finished system. Here the main disadvantage is the user leads to confusion with the prototype, that means with the rough model and the actual original finished system. The developer misunderstanding of user objectives. The developer can misunderstand about the user objectives, that is goal, those are goals. Excessive development time of the prototype, and it is costly to implement the prototypes. Here the companies will charge for developing the project and also for developing the prototypes, right? So it is somewhat costly to implement the prototypes also. So these are the disadvantages in prototyping mode. Okay, we will discuss the next topic in the next session. Okay, thank you.